Hi everybody, this is Kevin, and welcome back to another comic book review. And today we're going to take a look at Kamen America by Timothy Lim and Mark Pellegrini, independent comic from Kickstarter. I've read pretty much all of their works, from Trump Space Force to My Hero Macadamia to Black Ops, and now the latest Kamen America, which was on Kickstarter for about a month. Raised its funds, it was all completed, and it was only $15 for the base tier, where you got this nice book here. You see the great cover, and you see it's kind of like, it's holographic. Like you see it's shining a little bit. That was an extra they threw in there. And then on top of that, with the base tier, you also got a little sticker of Carly Vanders, or Kamen America, and then a postcard of other characters. This is Rags, I think. That's Kamen America, and that's the character from the Punchline book. And they kind of hint that there's going to be a bit of a crossover between all three characters at some point, which would be very cool. So, just the fact that I have to praise that it got here on time, because over the past 2 years, people have backed so many comics that they either haven't received or they've been so expensive, and this is not breaking the bank. I didn't count the pages exactly, but you can see it's a square bound, so it's a pretty big book. It's not a floppy, and it was only $15 for the base tier. So, you got this great cover, busty as can be. Same thing on the back. I think that's a different artist. That's Cute, Sexy Robots. And then Timothy Lim did the cover here, and then Mark Pellegrini did the writing. So let's just jump into it. You got a nice little quote from Doug TenNapel there, and it shows Carly, who's the main character, is a little girl playing baseball, and she gets hit. And you see there's a stake on her head for the bruise, and her father's like, "What are you doing? I thought you like making dresses." And she's like, "Oh, well, my crazy liberal teacher wants all the girls to do boy stuff and all the boys to do girl stuff." So it's kind of funny with the little political stuff. And I have to say, I really love this art style, the whole anime manga art style. It's very interesting. And because I like anime, but I've never really got into reading manga, just because I don't really like black and white comics in terms of manga. I like the colors, but I definitely like anime. And so she's doing her little dance here. That's what she's doing on the side. And in this taxi here, and all of a sudden she says, "Why is the sky green?" And all of a sudden, the dude just runs out of the car and leaves her there. And she's just stranded, and all these sorts of, things from the sky start crashing down. And kaboom, and it hits her, and she wakes up in a coma. One coma later in Area 51, with a doctor here running all these tests on her. And well, it turns out she has these powers. Her hair's getting all staticky, and she has some sort of powers. And the army people try to recruit her to work for the U.S. government and use her powers for good. And she meets her friend Vicky here, who picks her up in Area 51, and she's joking like, "Don't get out of the car, they'll shoot you. We're in Area 51 here." And like I said, the artwork's great. She's back here at her her shop where she makes dresses and stuff, and she's just sort of an average character. And she harnesses her power again and turns her hair blonde this time. It's like, well, I gotta use my powers for good here. So she goes over to these these scummy lawyers here, Lansky and Schultz, Media Relations Agency, and they try to recruit her for being a superhero. And if you read, what was it? It was My Hero Macadamia Walmite Part 2, or whatever. It had some crazy long title, and she was in it as the character Warhen. And so they give her that name, and she kind of looks like, Carol Danvers. I mean, her name's Carly Vanders in this book. And, it's kind of a mock of Captain Marvel and Carol Danvers. And, it's Warhen Mania, and she's shaking Trump's hand there, or Walmite in their universe. And it's cool how all the different characters from all the different universes interact with each other. And it shows how nice she is, giving this scarf to an old, homeless lady, I guess, just rummaging through the garbage. And she makes her way home. And there's a lot of cool cameos here. Like, if you look real close, you can see that that's a TV. It has OAN, or whatever the news show is, of Jack Posobiec. I think that's who the reference in there, because I think they're pretty good friends with that guy. So, she's just getting scammed out of these guys. The lawyer's taking advantage of her. And she says, "Screw it, I'm not Warhen anymore. I'm Kamen America." And you just look at that. I mean, whoa, what's going on there? So, yeah, that's like the Jack Posobiec looking guy. If you look, there's quite a few cameos. I want to point out another one when I find it. But so she's going out there, and she's got to save the day. And, she sees the silhouette of a villainous character. So she's flying out. Here's the cameos. I skipped over it. because it's hard to hold. This book is, the papers are so thick that it's hard to keep it open. But right there you see that I think is Doug Tenable. That's John Delarose, and I think that's Edwin Boyette. Just looking at like the silhouettes there, so that's cool. So she runs into this the villain here, who's like the evil Russian Meteor Misha Lokava or whatever. Who knows? Some crazy Russian name, and they're just fighting each other and using their powers. And Kamen America's powers run out because she used all of them to fly to the destination. So she's just getting her ass beat here. And it's a great anime action battle. You got the booty shot, and they're just zapping away. And then it's a sort of, she's almost defeated, and it's a sort of standstill, and she's begging for mercy, and she says pathetic. And, she's able to talk some reason, and they sort of become friends, and you see her hair changes from red to blue, kind of signifying that she is a good guy now. So, I missed my cameo. I wanted to show you. There it is. Right there. You see, it says Comic Book Hut. That's pretty funny, right? Giving some love for the hut. So they make their way back home. Everything's all well and good. She's hanging with her friends back home. And that's it. And then there's another explosion. We're in Japan from 9 months ago. And then there's some little pinups in the back here. The Misashi pinups, which are terrific. Some more character portraits and stuff. And then the epilogue here, where she's fighting crime, saving the day. And she gets a phone call from the doctor from Area 51, and she makes her way there. To which she meets the characters from Black Ops, the Otter, Patriot R, USA GI, the Bunny, and then Penelope. And she's like, oh, so cute, and hugging all the animals. And so there's definitely going to be a crossover with Kamen America and the characters from Black Ops. And then there's a little memorial here dedicated to the loving memory of Money Penny. If love could have saved you, you would have lived forever. So overall, a very fun read. I enjoyed it. The art style is terrific. The fact that I have to wait 2 years to get it is also a definite plus. And, this is a perfect book. You see on the side here, it goes right in your shelf. It's going to go right next to my Black Ops books and all the other good independent books I've got. And I can't wait for the sequel. I'm pretty sure, I didn't see it on here, but I remember from listening to Tim Lim on a stream somewhere, it just says to be continued. But I think that Black Ops 3 is the next book, and it's going to launch in the fall, I want to say. So look out for that. And you can still get this on Indiegogo right now. I think right now there's like less than 50 copies left, so you better act quick. But you can also just get the digital PDF. So anyway, thanks everyone for watching. Thank you Tim Lim and Mark Pellegrini for the great story and the prompt delivery. And I look forward to reading more of your works in the future. And everyone have a great day, and thanks for watching. Bye.